Well, he must do something that I didn't do. Whatever he's doing, it looks good on you. You look so good in love. We're about to get blessed by this young man. He is a box office bully. When you talk about Fast and the Furious, when you talk about Jumanji, Central Intelligence, and the list goes on, this dude right here is about to electrify us. Please welcome Dwayne Johnson in the building. D!
Where's he at?
D!
Where's he at?
D!
Come on, bro.
Hey, man, you look fantastic, man.
Thank you, man. How you
Listen,
been?
I got to be honest with you.
Good to see you.
And I want to say thank you. But from watching you, at this point in your career, when most people would be like, hey, get those cameras away. I don't want to talk to anybody. Every single day, you're talking to the people. Why is that?
It's the most important relationship I have. Wow. Is with the people. As I reached a point in my career, I was tired of trying to be something I wasn't.
Wow.
So I was told at that time, listen, you can't talk about wrestling, you can't go by The Rock, you can't be as big, you can't, it was a lot of things like that. So finally I reached a point where I said, all right, two things have to happen. I'm gonna surround myself with a different group of people, different management, and then I'm gonna make sure that I just gotta be me.
Right.
Be me, and if you wanna call me Rock, you call me Rock. Right? I'm gonna get in the
Because we
gym.
didn't know, because I was like, should I call him?
No, yes, of course.
No more Rock.
No, it's always Rock.
You're the box office bully, but yet and still, there's that playful side.
Always.
Where does that come from?
I love to make movies for the world to enjoy. And a lot of our friends, they do a great job. A lot of times they like to discover themselves in scripts. I'm not doing that shit. That's for my therapist. I won't take care of my personal shit.
Right.
We've had enough times in the past where things weren't so good, right?
Talk about that a little bit, when it wasn't good.
I was evicted when I was 14 years old, and then we were forced off the island of Hawaii to move, of all places, we had to move to Nashville. And we lived in a little motel, and I was trying to remain as positive as I could.
And now your company is called $7. Why is that?
It's called $7. So my goal was to play in the NFL, and that didn't happen for me. I went up to the Canadian Football League. I played up there.
Yeah.
I got cut from there, flew back down to Miami. My old man was living in Tampa. I called him at midnight when I landed. I said, you gotta come get me. On the way back up to Tampa, I said, God damn, let me see how much money I got. I pulled out my wallet, I opened it up, I took out a 5, a 1, and change. And that's why we have $7, $7 production.
Talk about the influences.
Okay, I'm gonna hit you with them right now, man. The first time, by the way, I've never talked about these influences. Let me see, we'll start off with Harrison Ford.
Wow.
Right? Especially with Indiana Jones, what I loved about that character that he did, he was able to kick ass, right? It's always fun to kick ass, but then to have like a little charm to it. He was in on it. He would get his ass kicked, and, and he loved and celebrated women, and he saw a beautiful woman, he was gonna go, welcome to our world.
All this, shit. I'm starting to put my jacket on. Talk about what it means to be positive to everybody.
So I heard this quote when I was 15 and back in the lean days, and the quote was, it's nice to be important, but it's more important to be nice.
Wow.
Just like it happened yesterday, I thought, if I'm ever important one day, I'm gonna be nice to people. If I'm ever important, because I always just wanted to apply that. I just love hearing that. And honestly, brother, being nice, I always say this to people, being nice and kind is literally the easiest thing we can do. Wow. It's the easiest compared to being an asshole to people. Man. And not only that, but then also, last thing is, you have an opportunity to make somebody's day. And I remember when I met a few people when I came to Hollywood. I won't mention their names, there's no need to, but when I met them, I was so excited to meet them. I was like, right? You've had these stories too.
I had a few.
I'm like, oh, hey, good to meet you. And then I kind of got blown off. And I was
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, it was that kind of thing.
You have to speak through somebody.
Yes.
Yeah, could you tell him, he's not having, he's not speaking words. He's only breathing.
He's not speaking words.
He's only breathing in today. He's not breathing out, so please.
It's like, get the fuck out of here. Please. That shit's real, by the way.
I'm glad that that you are now in the position to do what we've all been waiting for, run for president of the United States. That's right. He is running for president of the United States.
It here.
He is we're announcing right here on off script. He's running for president. I am the ambassador of the after party. Yeah. And I know this is crazy, but you look like, he could be president and then drop over in Afghanistan and kick ass at the same time. Wouldn't that be crazy? To see The Rock, like, the President Johnson has just jumped out of his own Air Force One, and we thought the other guy was crazy, but this is.
We thought the other guy was crazy.
Yeah. And you just in the helicopter, we just. And you just fucking just. And I say it as a joke, man, but would you ever do that, man?
I would consider running, yes. The most important thing I could do is consider it, and then we got to go to school.
Right.
Then you got to learn, right? Because I mean, holding office, any level, local, state, federal, right, and then president of the United States, I had treated that with such amount of respect.
I know that you have to go, but I need you to teach me how to say, "Can you smell what the fox is cooking?"
This is big. How committed do we want to go?
I'm all in.
Here we go. If you smell what the Rock, then you got to look. Eyebrow is cooking.
Oh shit!
Okay.
Let's rock this shit.
Come on.
That shit made you want to fight somebody, didn't it? All right, here we go. Okay, here. You count it up. 1, 2, 3.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
If you smell
Come on.
what the fox is cooking.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Thank you. Off script, Jamie Foxx, Dwayne Johnson.
Come on, always a pleasure, brother.
Thank you.